Hey, what's up, everybody? BDL44 coming at you with another video. All right, so the Lakers did win the game, 112-107 against the Charlotte Hornets in Charlotte, but it had its moments. It had its moments where you're sitting there scratching your head trying to figure out what you're watching. Um, so let's get into it, man. First of all, Anthony Davis will be getting the game ball. 42 points, 2 blocks, 23 rebounds, 2 assists, 8 offensive rebounds, 17 of 28 from the field, 0 of 2 from behind the arc, 8 of 10 from the free throw line. Spectacular numbers, but a lot of that came in the first quarter. A whole lot of that came in the first quarter. In fact, he had a 21-11 two-block first quarter and kind of didn't do anything in the second quarter. We had a 19-point quarter as a team after that, and the game was kind of close ever since. You know, we had our struggles in this game with our offense. Anthony Davis was spectacular in that first quarter. We don't want to take nothing away from that. He gets the game ball. The numbers are spectacular. What a night. But I think this team took its foot off the gas, and it had some offensive issues out there that are really glaring to me, man. We scored 112 points. I'm happy with that. But there were some real struggles. LeBron James, 22 points, 8 assists, 7 rebounds, 5 turnovers. 9 of 17 shooting from the field, 1 of 8 from behind the arc. That 1 of 8 from behind the arc, unserious. Austin Reeves, 5 of 14 from the field, 2 of 8 from behind the arc, unserious. I don't need 3 of 16 from behind the arc from those two people. Those are my best facilitators. I don't need them shooting threes like that if they're having this type of night. It's cold as hell, and they ain't making it no easier on themselves. It was just, when you have that going on, you don't have Rui out there to score for you. You don't have Gabe Vincent, who's been playing better. Dalton Connect's only attempting 3 shots. You got offensive issues, man. That's what it really comes down to. Dorian Finney-Smith, 3 or 4 from the field, 6 points, 5 rebounds, a ferocious, memorable jam that he had on Miles Bridges, who usually does the dunking on people. He got dunked on tonight. Dorian Finney-Smith with the highlight of his Laker career. Definitely want to see the highlight of that before I go to sleep again. That was a very, very, very fun watch there on his part. Plus 13. Just a spectacular dunk, man. 1 steal to go along with that. Max Christie, 3 of 8 from the field, 3 of 6 from behind the arc, 50% from behind the arc from Max. That really helped. 10 points, 3 assists, 2 rebounds, 1 block. I want him to rebound the ball more. I always task him and Dalton Connect with warding the ball more. I want them both to consider crashing the glass every single night. Shake Milton played 12 minutes, 0 of 2 from the field, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, 3 fouls. I'm not a Shake Milton guy. I just haven't seen anything from him that makes me feel like he should be on this team, if I'm being completely honest with people. And I said that in the halftime video, and I stand by that. I don't think he's part of the solution there for us. Dalton Connect, 1 of 3 from the field, 0 of 1 from behind the arc, 2 points, 4 fouls, 1 steal, 2 rebounds, 21 minutes of play. That's not enough for Dalton. He needs more attempts. He needs to be more aggressive. And I thought he was an afterthought out there. An afterthought that had a lot of minutes. That's not good. Vando, love having Vando back, man. 4 points, 2 steals, 1 assist, 2 rebounds. The stats do not do him justice in 13 minutes of play. He really made an impact once again. In fact, he saved our backsides parts of that fourth quarter. And one of the 4 points that he had was a fast break dunk off a steal, if I'm not mistaken. I was having some link issues, so part of that second half I didn't see a whole lot of because of it. But ultimately, I was able to see Vanderbilt's impressive game tonight. And Jackson Hayes, 4 or 5 from the field, 9 points, 2 blocks, 2 steals, 1 assist. No boards for your center, but you love the 2 blocks, 2 steals, and the 9 points were definitely needed on a night where we could barely get any scoring outside of Anthony Davis. That was really worth talking about. So that Jackson Hayes line is very helpful, man. Very helpful. I need him to rebound the ball, but that line is very helpful. So that was all the production we got, man. I mean, we missed some people tonight. You know, we missed Rui, we missed Vincent, and that's what I think kind of catered to some of the struggles out there. But LeBron James' shooting tonight was really, really tough on me. I like the interior shooting. As you can see, 9 of 17 from the field is good. But 1 of 8 from behind the arc, all in possessions, man. All in possessions should have been going to different people, bro. It just should have. And Anthony Davis, as much as I love the stat line, and believe me, the stat line is incredible, I thought he took his foot off the gas, and that was a big part of the problem. Just kind of let Charlotte hang around, and they did. As I've been telling people, I didn't see this game going no other way but close. We had a 21-point lead, and we only won by, what is this, 5 points? Close game. LaMelo Ball went out after 9 minutes of play, rolled his ankle before the first half ended. And he had 7 points on 2 of 5 shooting, 2 of 3 from behind the arc, 1 steal, 1 assist. Nick Smith Jr. had 4 points, 6 assists, 1 block, 1 rebound. Josh Green had a good shooting night, 4-6 from the field, 4-6 from behind the arc, 3 for 3 for the free throw line, 15 points, 3 steals, 1 assist, 1 rebound. Thought he was very impressive. Mark Williams, 11 points, 5 assists, 1 steal, 1 block, 3 offensive boards, 8 rebounds in total for -10. I thought we did a pretty good job on him looking at these stats. The type of nights he's been having, this was more of a quiet night for him, and we needed him to have that. Miles Bridges, I thought, was really good. 10 to 23 from the field, 2 of 11 from behind the arc, which really helped us. Him shooting cold from behind the arc as well offset the cold shooting from Bron and Austin. 26 points, 1 block, 1 steal, 4 assists, 8 rebounds there. Yeah, it was really about Josh Okogie off the bench for them. 6 of 11 from the field, 3 of 6 from behind the arc. As I said, he's been playing great for this team on both sides of the floor. 19 points, 4 steals, 2 assists, 2 boards on +8. Just a really good night for Josh Okogie. And as I said, you add a player like that to the situation, they're going to utilize him a lot more than other teams did because they need him, and he has made a massive impact on this team. And if his 3-ball continues to fall, they got them something with this kid going forward because he's still extremely young, and he has always been a dog. And he showed that tonight. Vitaly Micic, I think his name is Vitaly. Is Vasilij? I don't know how to say that, but somebody said it's Vasily or something like that. Micic, 5 of 11 from the field, 1 of 3 from behind the arc for 11 points, 4 assists, 5 turnovers, which really helped us. Thank you very much for that, Micic. Isaiah Wong had 5 points, 1 steal, 1 assist on 2 or 3 shooting, 1 of 1 from behind the arc in 6 minutes. He probably should have played more. You can look at those stats per minute. He was fantastic. DiBiase only had 11 minutes tonight, 4 points, 4 rebounds. That's a little bit of a head scratcher since he's been playing so well this year. Seth Curry barely got on the floor for 1 rebound, 12 minutes of play. I thought that was a little bit of a head scratcher given how well he shot in the last game. So, Charlotte's going through the motions. They are a tanking team. Rookie coach, I thought he did some things tonight that probably helped us a lot, if I'm being completely honest with you. But overall, Josh Okogie gave them all of what they needed off of the bench to keep staying this game between him and Micic. They had 29 points, so that's really good for them. And it was good that LaMelo wasn't out there to continue doing what he does, because LaMelo's LaMelo, and I don't know even win this game if he gives them the production he's capable of giving them. So that is really what it came down to, man. I thought this game left a lot to be desired, despite the spectacular line from Anthony Davis. If you watch the game, you still walked away feeling like, this is about the most 40-20 game you'll ever see in your life. The most 42-23. I mean, his numbers is just, staggering great. If I didn't see the game and I saw those numbers, I'd have walked away thinking this was the greatest game he ever played. 8 offensive rebounds, 15 boards on the defensive side. You can't say enough about the stat line. But to the eyesight, what you saw was a fantastic first quarter, out of this world, Kobe-like first quarter, and then him kind of just like stagger his way through the rest of the game. Like literally stagger his way through the rest of the game. And overall, you have to be impressed. But like, the path that he was on after the first quarter, if he would have kept his foot on the gas, he would have had some numbers we'd never seen before. And that's just not how these guys' motors run, man. I don't know what to tell people. He should have had 80 points tonight the way he was going in that first quarter. Not everybody can do that, man. It just is what it is. 44 out of 86 from the field, 51%. We definitely love that. 6 out of 28 from behind the arc. Definitely do not like that 21% there. The Hornets shot 44% from the field, 39 to 87, and the Hornets shot 38% from behind the arc on 14 of 36. So they shot the three ball a lot better than us. As we already discussed, we saw how that went, and we know who the culprits were. Free throw shooting could have been better. 18 to 24 for 75%. They were 15 to 18 for 83. We crushed them on the glass, which I'm very pleased with. That was a big deal. We beat them 48 to 34 on the glass with 12 offensive rebounds for us, 10 offensive rebounds for them. They're a very good offensive rebounding team. You just got to kind of concede that. We beat them on the glass. That was very important. Anthony Davis gets the credit there for the most part. 22 assists. Barely won the game. They had 26 assists. We need to up our assists total. And I think part of that had to do with this guys just choosing not to get the ball to other people, instead just settling for three-point shots. It did not fall. 11 assists for the Charlotte Hornets, as we've been mentioning. They do steal the ball very well, and that was not a surprise to me to see them get 11 on the night. We had 9, 5 blocks for us, 3 blocks for them. We had 19 turnovers in this basketball game. They had 14. We gave up 28 points off them damn turnovers, and they had 22 off of theirs. So both of these teams did not transition well, but we were especially bad there, especially bad with the turnovers and the points off of them. 16 fast break points for the Lakers, 17 for the Hornets, 66 points in the paint for us, 46 for the Hornets. And both teams fouled a lot, 18 fouls for us, 19 for them. And we had a 23-point lead, and they never did have a lead despite being very close in the fourth quarter. And I'm talking within 2 points at one point. So, yeah, I can't appreciate this game the way I would have been able to if I just saw the box score. Watching this game, it was entirely too close for its own good. I thought we toyed around and were unserious with the Charlotte Hornets tonight at times. And I think also our offensive deficiencies are real. Vanderbilt cannot shoot the three. It's 2 games in a row we've been trying to get him to shoot the three. This is my attitude about Vanderbilt shooting the three. If he's able to hit it in practice in a consistent rate, then we can try it out in the game. But with him still being in minutes restriction, having that as a natural deficiency to his game, there should be no reason why we're wasting any possessions looking for him to shoot the ball from behind the arc. Because for the space that you think you're going to create by allowing him to do that, you got to understand that the likelihood of him hitting that shot isn't very good. And so it's not like if he hits one of them, they're going to start giving you that space. He's still going to be played off of until he can hit it consistently. Everybody knows he can't shoot it. Everybody knows he ain't been on the floor in a year. Nobody expects him to hit a three except for the people who keep giving him the ball to shoot him. Nor the opponent nor the fans expect him to hit a three. He don't have to hit threes. He's not a three-point shooter. And for every bit of the space you think you're going to gain from him hitting threes is as much space you're going to lose from him breaking them and people seeing him do that. It just doesn't benefit you to ask him to even shoot that shot. You need to find other ways of scoring the ball, and you need to accept the fact that he's going to shrink the floor so long as they play off him the way they're not likely going to. This is what we've been talking about for over a year now. I hated it when Darvin Ham asked him to shoot the three. We would spend a whole damn quarter trying to get Vando to hit threes. He would go 0 for 4 behind the arc, like just stupid, brainless type offense that we tried with him last year. And although it's not nearly that bad this year, I still don't understand why we keep trying to find him in the corner. He can't shoot, bro. He can't shoot. And I'm not going to be sitting up here asking him to. And then there was another possession we threw away, giving Jackson Hayes a corner three. What the hell are we doing, man? What the hell are we doing? Those are 2 possessions that we completely threw away. Unserious. And you couple that with Bron and Austin's poor shooting. Like, if you're looking at what I'm seeing here, that's just a bunch of unseriousness out there. Meanwhile, Dalton Connect's only getting 3 shots. Some of those possessions need to go on to Dalton Connect so we can get in rhythm. I don't need Vanderbilt shooting a 3. I don't need Jackson Hayes shooting a 3. And I sure as hell don't need Bron going 1 for 8. Those are shots that need to be going to Dalton to get his rhythm. Those are shots that could be going to Anthony Davis to continue to pile on the team that can't defend him. Those are corner threes for Dorian Finney-Smith, a good corner shooter. Those are shots for Max Christie, who shot 50% from behind the arc tonight. Like, what are we doing with our offense tonight is what I had to... That really ate away at my overall enthusiasm for Anthony Davis's line. I just thought our offense was kind of like we didn't really care to really be serious. I thought we were unserious. I thought there were times out there where we were really throwing possessions away, and you know damn well you wouldn't have did that against the Knicks, against the Celtics. And because of it, you only won by 5. You had to have Anthony Davis and LeBron James on the floor all the way through the fourth quarter on a night where you got to play in Philly tomorrow. This should have been a blowout. We had a 8-point lead or something crazy like that in the first quarter. 23-point lead in the first quarter. And the game ends, and we don't even have any Bronny minutes because you pissed away offensively so poorly that you had to have your stars on the floor at the end. I did not like how this game was coached. I really don't. I think that I got to look at the coach and say, yo, what are we doing offensively? What are we doing? What are we doing? If I didn't get 4 out of 5 from Jackson Hayes, I lose this basketball game. Like, what kind of sense does that even make? And I'm counting on Jackson Hayes to make shots in order to win? Well, if you look at that score and you look at what the box score tells you, that's exactly what it was. And so for me, I didn't like this game. I thought we had played 3 straight good games against the Wizards, Celtics, and Golden State Warriors. Tonight, we took some steps back with our production. And it was a good thing we were playing against the Charlotte Hornets team without LaMelo Ball. Because if they would have been playing the way they had been playing, they probably do finish us off. Not to mention we got a 23-point lead that allowed us the cushion for all of the ineptitude. If we wouldn't have had Anthony Davis going completely off in the first quarter, we might have lost by 15 points. This was just a reminder that the Lakers have a long way to go, and that, you know, some of the success that we've had recently does not tell the true story about our issues and deficiencies right now. We are still a deficient offensive team right now. The defense has improved because of the talent that's come back with Vanderbilt and Dorian now on the floor. Max Christie having an actual role this season. I think our defense is good. Our offense is relying upon Anthony Davis to go for 42 and 23 in order for us to win by 5 against a team that has 12 wins. I'm sorry, I'm not moved by our offense right now. Because I know there's going to be nights where Anthony Davis only get 13 points. And what do you lose by tonight if that's the case? You know what I mean? I don't care for what I saw tonight. I'm just not going to even pretend like I do. I'm not happy with any of this crap except for that line, which tells a story that doesn't actually tell the story. LeBron James missing 7 threes and giving me 5 turnovers, bro. What are we looking like? No defensive stats. Like, what, you might as well set tonight out, bro, if you were going to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, literally, could have said, if you just going to play like that, just sit, bro. Settling for them bad 3-point shots. If you don't have the energy, sit yourself down, man. And Austin Reeves was pretty hot in the first half, but in the second half, he didn't have it. And that's really what the story tells me here with his box score. Because if I'm not mistaken, he only missed a couple of shots in the first half. And then he ends up with 5 of 14, 2 of 8. I like the 3 steals and the 1 turnover, 1 foul. All of that's really good. But, you know, for you to walk away with that many misses when everybody else is kind of having issues scoring the rock, I don't know, man. Jackson Hayes and Dorian Finney-Smith really saved us. Max Christie going 50% from behind the arc really saved us. Of course, Anthony Davis carried us. But, you know, LeBron James attacked in the inside. I thought he did some good things on the inside, picking people apart. He played a physical game, rebounded pretty well, 7 boards, 8 assists. That's good. But I just thought that some of the reason why the game was so close is because he was settling for 3-point shots. When he ain't hit a 3-point shot in 3-4 games. Why you choose tonight to go 1 for 8? I think it was unseriousness if you ask me. He hardly attempted 3-3-point shots in the last 3 or 4 games. And decided, well, we playing Charlotte, so let me just try to get back in rhythm. Nah, bro. What? No. And that's why this game was so damn close. That's why we needed y'all on the 4 in the fourth quarter, and that's why you're going to be tired as hell tomorrow. Because of that type of thinking, brother. So, yeah, I hold people to task, especially if they're going to be considered the greatest of all time. I'm picking nits all day long when it comes to the certain decisions that they make. And as it pertains to how LeBron James approaches this basketball game, throwing 7 possessions away and turning the ball over 5 times with bad 3-point shooting, I'm not rolling with none of that. I don't care about any of that. I didn't like how he played tonight. I really didn't. I thought he did enough to keep us from losing, but he did a hell of a lot to keep us from blowing them out and getting the rest that he needed. And I felt that way early in the game, too. Certain stuff he was doing, it was like, man, what are we doing? Airballing, 3-point shots, stuff. I mean, come on, bro. And then you're going to attempt like 6 more threes after that? You had been highly efficient over the last several games because you weren't taking threes. We even pointed it out. He's only taken 3 threes in the last 2 games, and he barely missing shots. He's doing everything we need him to do. Keep that up, bro. If it's working, keep it up. Don't deviate from it just because you're playing a whack team, quote unquote, because you'll let that whack team come back in the game. And you won't get the rest you need in the fourth for the back-to-back. That's what it comes down to for me the most. We needed him sitting in the fourth quarter. We need Anthony sitting in the fourth quarter. I shouldn't have been seeing nobody but Cam Reddish, Koloko, you know what I'm saying, Shake Milton. Those should have been the only people on the floor in the fourth quarter's basketball game, so our guys can get some damn rest. They got to get on a flight right now or a bus or whatever the hell it is from Charlotte to Philly. This is not a night to be toying around trying to get yourself back in position, throwing possessions away, trying to get yourself out of a whatever shooting slump, whatever you think this is, when you ain't attempting threes. This ain't the night to just decide to turn into Reggie Miller, but can't hit the damn shot. I didn't like it, man. I thought he was settling. And it was something that I couldn't stand him doing about 4 years ago. He used to do it damn near every night. And we called him out on it every single night. Shooting all these damn threes for no damn reason. Bricking all of them and stuff. He reverted back to that stuff tonight. And for me, if that's the way he's feeling, he should sit. If you feel like jacking up 8 threes and you can't hit none of them, that means you probably don't have the energy to do all the stuff necessary to assure that those possessions go the way they should go. That's what that tells me. That you're conserving energy. So, sit. If you ain't going to give me what I need, have a seat. So that's my attitude, man. Anthony Davis, of course, gets the game ball. I would love to say I was so impressed. I wasn't. I thought guys really took their foot off the gas because they didn't respect the opponent. I really did. I thought some of the stuff we tried tonight we would never try against a good team, and we barely got the win. And I think that's not a winner's mentality. I really don't. I don't think that's a winner's mentality. You put your foot on the neck of a team like this. You approach them like they're the Knicks. You approach them like they Cleveland. You approach them like they OKC, and you make sure you beat them by 1,000 so you can get the rest you need on the back-to-back. Anything less than that is you not thinking like a winner, in my opinion. And that's exactly my point of view on this game. Our starters had far too many minutes tonight. Max Christie, 39 minutes. Austin Reeves, 38 minutes. Bron, 36 minutes. Anthony, 37 minutes. And we got to play tomorrow? Come on, fellas. So that's pretty much my take on this game, man. I'm happy we won. We're on, a 4-game winning streak. That's terrific. But I don't know how much juice we're going to have for the rest of this road trip because of how we've handled this particular game. And if we have a letdown in Philadelphia tomorrow, it wouldn't shock me because we didn't give ourselves a chance to rest. And we should have with the type of lead we had in the first quarter. So that's my thought, man. You look at the Los Angeles Lakers, just the same. They've won, 6 of their last 7 games. That is tremendous. We're very happy about that. We're climbing up the standings. All of that looks great, but this is a very soft stretch, so we're supposed to be winning these games. But it's not just that you win, it's how you win when the schedule is condensed the way that it's set up this year, man. We got to be smart as hell about how we handle ourselves, and this rookie coach, J.J. Redick, has to be more willing to play some of these scrubs on the back of this bench so that you can buy yourself some rest for you guys, man. I know the team ain't very talented, and I know you're concerned about throwing away these games, but they're going to throw away games anyway if they don't have legs. Going up against the Knicks and the Clippers and stuff like that, if they don't have their legs, you're going to lose those games. So, I think rest is the most important thing, especially when you deal with some of the injuries that we have over the last couple of years. You got to figure out ways of making sure you keep these big leads, man. Giving up big leads is not it at all. So that's really it, man. That's my thoughts on this, man. I'm trying to figure out the standings here. We talk about being in 5th place right now, 1.5 games behind the Denver Nuggets, 26-18 for your Lakers, half game above the Clippers still. I don't know if they play tonight, but that is what it is. Yes, they're playing the Suns tonight. They're up by 4 in the first quarter. So, yeah, man, that's what's going on. Great to get a win. I don't know if I call this a great win. It's great to get a win. And, that's what it is, man. The Mavericks up by 32 on the Wizards. What a surprise there, right? But yeah, that's what's going on, you guys. I'm a little let down by our overall approach to this basketball game, and I am somewhat concerned about what our team is going to look like tomorrow because of it. I really am, even though the Sixer team is not, they ain't nothing to talk about themselves, but they are on a 2-game winning streak of their own. So we do need to be aware that just like the Charlotte Hornets, they just got through beating the Chicago Bulls. So, and they beat the Cleveland Cavaliers as well, dropping 132 points on those Cavaliers 2 games ago. So, this Philly team ain't all that bad themselves. They're playing some pretty decent ball right now. And I've already done homework on this, seen all these highlights and everything, but we need to be ready for Yabusele and Tyrese Maxey, Kelly Oubre, Paul George, so we got work to do, man. BDL 44. I thank you all for watching. I'm out.